in this men's team's gold medal match in number 1.
See the team communicating together. They're aiming. They've just come off a practice field onto this main arena. Looking like they've got their sights pretty central already.
Yes, indeed. That was young there with the youngest of the 3 Koreans, 24-year-old. So 3 10s to start with. And now we have a look at the team from Kazakhstan. This is Archery Karabayev.
9.
Karabayev, a 32-year-old, high school ranking of 21. Now Sergei Kristich.
10.
And he's a very fine archer. Expecting good things and big things from him today in this session. He's also going to be competing for medals in the mixed teams and the individual. And now the youngest of the 3 Kazakh archers, Andrei Tatuyin.
10.
Good arrow from him at the start. He's just 15 years old, so very young lad, but he can shoot. There's no question. Now we swing back to the Koreans. Kim Jong-ho.
X.
In fact, the Koreans look like they might have changed their order up, which is interesting. That was Choi with that arrow. Now Yang, who shot last in the first rotation.
X.
Gee whiz. This is setting down a marker, isn't it? With 5 straight 10s from the 3 Koreans. And now for a perfect end, it all falls to Kim Jong-ho. See if they can get 60 out of 60.
10.
And there is your answer. So fantastic archery from the 3 Korean men's archers. The perfect score in number 1.
The difference with this archer using that wrist release, you can see that first finger on the trigger, just bouncing around a little bit.
X.
Well, even though we saw the Koreans get the perfect score in this end, let's see if Tatuyin can complete back-to-back 10s here to keep his team in touch.
9.
There is that point, and it's not much of a difference between 10 and 9 in most things in life, Nicky, but in archery it can be massive. But the Kazakhstan, or the Kazakh archers, are going to have to be very close to their absolute best here to stay in touch with the Koreans, as we see Archery Karabayev go to the shooting line.
X.
Now, Kristich has been solid so far. 2 10s, looking very comfortable on the shooting line.
X.
Just wondered whether I was going to give him the commentator's curse there for a second, and he might sneak one into the 9, but not to be.
X.
There's a little
Brilliant
head nod there as well, wasn't there?
Now Tatuyin as I mentioned, just 15 years old, only coming in to international play right now. He's been to 1 World Youth Championships.
X.
Well, let's see if the Koreans can continue that perfect run so far, as we see Kim start with a 10. Now it's Choi Yong-hee.
Oh, a bit of a correction there, but he managed to keep it in the 10.
Yeah, it was a slight, he was slightly worried about it, wasn't he? Body language wasn't great that time. Well, there's the first miss, and it's come off Young's bow. Karabayev. He liked that one. He was walking back even before the arrow hit the target. Well, Kristich has brought his A game to the shooting line. That's 4 10s in a row, and he has looked very, very good. So now we got Tatuyin here to try and get the perfect end for Kazakhstan.
9.
And a similar arrow from him to end the second end as to the first as well. So they're locking the score of 59 there, Kazakhstan, in that end.
X.
Interesting anchor point, not on the corner of his mouth, a bit further down the side.
Yeah, that's 2 9s in a row. Have you picked up anything from Young's technique there as to why he hasn't matched his, or equalled his colleagues, Nikki?
Nothing, wild or anything like that. I mean, we are being hypercritical here, expecting them to hit the 10 all the time, but they're not far out, 50 metres. But yeah, he's got an interesting kind of little side anchor going on there.
So let's see if Kazakhstan can continue to keep in touch with the Korean team as we see Akbarali Karabayev start the third end.
X.
Like I say, do watch this technique. Wrist release, that finger on the trigger. Everyone else has got a handheld release aid.
Well, that one just dropped below, didn't it? By about a centimetre, maybe 2. The line again was very good. Just the height that time from Kristich.
X.
Tatuyin comes back nicely, the youngster, with his third 10 from 5 so far. So 29 from 30 on that first rotation.
Nine, maybe 10. 10.
Well, there was no maybe about that one. Kim getting a 10 in there. And it's 5 straight 10s from him. He hasn't missed so far.
10.
And neither has Choi. So they have both fired 5 arrows each, or shot 5 arrows each rather, Choi and Kim, Nikki. 5 10s in a row. They're going great. Young here. Just before the buzzer expired as well. So 3 10s there from Korea. So they extend their lead by 1 again.
X.
He's looking so solid, isn't he? Straight off the line. There's no follow through. Get that shot away and get off. Give your team that time they need.
X.
Well, Karabayev and Kristic, that's 5 tens from 6 arrows.
Nine.
Oh, I just dropped that extra point there, so 58 from 60 on that end for Kazakhstan. Means if Korea get the maximum 10-10-10 here, they'll extend their lead to 3.
9.
Interesting. Choi misses the 10 for the first time in the match.
Ten.
Look at those fingers moving on that
X.
release.
Well, Kim absolutely put that one dead centre. Karabayev to start the 4th and final end in this men's team's gold medal match.
Ten.
Well, it's rinse and repeat, isn't it? From Karabayev.
Ten.
Well, now to Tuyin. He's had 6 arrows so far in the match, 3 10s and 3 9s. If he ever needs 2 10s, it's right now.
Ten.
Oh, you can't ask for any better than that, can you? Brilliant effort from them.
Exactly what they needed. Got to put this pressure on Korea now. Keep it tight.
10.
Well, Kim's looked as solid as all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight 10s. 7 arrows, 7 10s from Kim. He's been perfect in the match. Not far behind him is Choi. And now Young. 4 10s, 2 9s from him so far.
X.
Wow. Just brilliant archery from all 6. 6 10s. Kazakhstan can't get any closer because Korea are just off to the races.
10.
On to Tuyin now. To end Kazakhstan's quest for a gold medal. And he needs a 10.
X.
Oh, brilliant. So 60 from 60 in that last end. They've only dropped 5 points in the match. That score of 235 is higher than their previous matches that they have won in this competition. But will it be enough to win? Up steps Choi.
Nine.
Oh, one more slight slip up. And we're going to have a very interesting situation as Choi misses the 10. This is Young.
10,
I think that grabbed the line, but by the barest of margins. Wow. So Young breathes a huge sigh of relief. So we're down to Kim here. Kim for the gold medal. He needs a 10.
X,
What a way to win it for Korea. Brilliant performance from Kim Jong-ho in particular. He fired his 8 arrows in that match, 8 10s. Didn't miss the 10 ring, did Kim Jong-ho. Brilliant performance from him in particular.